Hello, Miss Burnett. Here with me today, I have Steph, Emmanuel, Andrew, Desiree, Zanaya, and Drew. And I'm going to start off with my PowerPoint. So I'm doing the DACA Dreamers Act, and 3 points about DACA is DACA gives an opportunity to young immigrants. It helps boost our economy. It brings cultural diversity into the United States. And what Trump has to say about DACA is Congress now has 6 months to legalize DACA, something the Obama administration was unable to do. If you can, I will revisit the issue. And here are some protesters fighting against DACA. How many of you know anyone that's an immigrant, but they are in the grade K through 12 or in college? Okay, well, I do, and they are a part of the DACA Dreamers Act. First off, what is DACA? DACA stands for the Deferred Action for Childhood Arrival. This is known as the DREAM Act bill. This policy was established by Obama administration in June 2012 and presented by the Trump administration in September of 2017. The DREAM Act was a bill in Congress that would have granted legal status to certain undocumented immigrants who were brought to the United States as children and went to school here. According to Catherine E. Schmidt, Susan Callahan, and Tal Copin, on October 26, 2017, U.S. Immigration DACA and Dreamers explained will hundreds of thousands of young undocumented immigrants lose protection from deportation. That is up to Congress, the Trump administration says. According to Caleb Kim, on January 1st, 2013, understand the DREAM Act. Approximately 5.5 million children in the United States are under the age of 18 and live in undocumented households, and between 1.5 and 2 million of them are undocumented students. In addition, the DREAM Act stands for Development, Relief, and Education for Alien Minor Act. This act was to protect undocumented students from deportation and to provide them with a safer learning environment. Most of the undocumented students were brought into the United States very young by their parents and completed their K-12 year. These students have much in common with students born in the United States. They consider this country their birthplace. Most of the time, they have a very little attachment to their actual birthplace and are fluent in English and their native language. Most of these students don't know they are undocumented until they apply to college or for a driver's license. The requirements to the DREAM Act is, first, you must have entered in the United States of the age 16 and younger in at least 5 consecutive years of residency. Second, has a high school diploma or is equivalent or an admission to an institution of higher education in the United States. The LPR status is given for a 6-year period, and the qualified student does not commit crimes and is not a security risk. With the legal permanent residence status, you are able to work, attend school, and engage in normal day-to-day activities. What DACA does for their people is give them a shot at a normal American citizen life without being criticized and in fear for being an immigrant. When the Dreamers are under DACA, they are able to apply to deferred deportation and reside in the United States for 2 years. After that, they have to reapply for a renewal. The Trump administration put an end to new DACA application in September and accepted renewal applications for another month. Now they aren't accepting any more applicants. Only requests they're considering is residents from the hurricane-ravaged U.S. Virgin Islands and Puerto Rico on a case-by-case basis. According to Jacqueline Martin on October 10, 2017, what is DACA and who are the Dreamers said? Dreamers had a positive impact on the United States economy. 97% of DACA recipients are employed or in school, and they open firms, buy cars, and also pay taxes. They are predicted to boost the U.S. economy by $46 billion over the next decade. Now, Trump administration is hiring 800,000 immigrants and young unauthorized immigrants unless Congress passes a bill in the next 6 months. Even though DACA never officially legalized anyone ending, it would be in a way the biggest illegalization of immigrants in American history. As a policy matter, in, in straightforward ending, DACA is unpredicted because DACA itself was home or less unpreceded. Never in United States history had the government offered protection to so many people who didn't have the opportunity to get full legal status from there. According to Michael DeShare and Julie Hirschfeld Davis, and on September 5th, 2017, Trump moves and ends DACA caused a Congress to accept that those in the country illegally are law recipients who hurt Native-born Americans by taking their jobs and pushing wages. Now, what is all left for Dreamers is to hope Congress makes the right decision. Thank you for listening.